Okay, so boom, Lil Dookie folk. Now, when I was a part of the business, right? If you don't know what the business is, they let me know you ain't never been affiliated. You ain't never been affiliated. I advise you to never to become affiliated. A memo would come out every now and then, letting it be known, you know what I'm saying, what we needed to do to have more structure, to have more unity, to make sure, you know what I'm saying, our numbers was what they needed to be, to make sure brothers working out, you know what I'm saying, so the muscle is what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Memos would come out for structure issues. It would come out for drug issues. It would come out for all types of things. But at the end of the day, it was for the betterment of the oil. So this around the time a memo done came out that because we had brothers across the state who was basically getting pushed to the back because of their drug habits, stuff coming out about them on other affiliates, and the numbers is so crazy, it's embarrassing to the point where, bro, we done already told you this is that. So brothers getting pushed on. So now they having to come out with a memo saying, hey, this right here is causing a problem with our numbers. This is causing a problem with brothers' behavior. This is causing a problem, you know what I'm saying, with unity. So as of right now, we putting out a memo to create, you know what I'm saying, some structure, boundaries, guidelines. Ain't no hard drugs, you know what I'm saying? So when they do that, this is what you got to keep in mind in the penitentiary. They were 9 times out of 10, they were junkies before they got there. And 9 times out of 10 now, they junkies in the penitentiary. Very seldom do you see people come to the penitentiary and get off of drugs. A lot of people come to the penitentiary who wasn't on drugs and end up doing drugs because they want to cope. Ain't nothing else to do in the penitentiary. If you getting high, guess what you gonna do? You gonna chase getting high probably your whole time. So a memo come out. You got a bunch of brothers who are already sneaking and geeking because it's looked down upon anyway. Now you being told you can't be doing that. It's an issue. Not only that, if you got any debts, go ahead and clear all of them up. Because once the debts clear after the memo, if anybody come out and say that's what they gonna tie that to you getting high if it's a debt. Because you can tell if somebody going to get something to flip and hustle because I don't want to spend, you know, 200-300, you know what I'm saying, 150, something I can make some money off of, versus a little 25 here, 50 there. Because when they do their investigation, get what they gonna go in there. What was you coming to get? Because the number might be 300-400. How was the person coming and getting it? They was coming and getting it in increments, which means you was getting high. So at this time, we got I can't never remember his name. He was Memphis Mob, a young dude too, bro. What number? Probably about 23, 24. Him and Looney was like this. I done talked about bro before, but I ain't told too many stories about him. But when he got there, it wasn't long before he had to move. I keep yawning. If you don't know what a move is, then let me know you ain't never been to the penitentiary. You ain't never been to the penitentiary. I advise you to never go to the penitentiary. But, and he going to VG, he keep green money. I'm talking about he always got something. And the numbers with Memphis Mob was real small too. Hunchy was Memphis Mob. I remember Hunchy switched over to Memphis Mob. It might have been like 8 or 9 Memphis Mobs on the compound at the time, right? So, and dude shaking. I'm talking about, when I tell you he's shaking the spot, he's shaking the spot. So when you shaking the spot like that, 9 times out of 10, you also cutting deals, you know what I'm saying, for people. You got it to where, hey, I could get you a deal. I'm finna get A, B, and C in, X, Y, and Z in. I go to Black Jane's cell. Black Jane, what you got going on, folks? Man, I ain't doing nothing. Step on in the cell, Joe. See, I step in the cell. He real secretive about his phone, right? I step in, man, bless his head, close the door. Boom. I'm looking at him, he looking at me, we looking at each other. Once he see I'm by myself, he pulled the phone from under his leg. Oh yeah, baby, give me one second. I'm gonna get that wrapped up and then I'm gonna have you call whoever you need to call, you know what I'm saying, to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you back in a second. I'm gonna holler at Joe T real quick. He get off the phone. Pow. I was like, man, I was just coming down. I'll let you real quick. I'm trying to, I'm finna put a meal together. I'm trying to see if you trying to, dang, you trying to eat with me for real, Joe T? I was like, yeah. He was like, hey, I ain't trying to get in your business, but at the same time, I need to get in business before I do this. I'm trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, he ain't doing, you know what I'm saying, doing nothing with nobody else. I'm like, what's up? He was like, so, man, Memphis Miles done let your boy in, I said, oh, yeah, for real? I said, nah, he ain't said nothing to me. I said, well, you know, Luna had came and hollered at me, you know what I'm saying, and asked me if I was trying to bust a move. He was like, see, he's trying to get too many people in. He was like, what Lil Luna say? Lil Luna say? I said, bro, I ain't finna do all that. I said, he did. He said, man, I need to go on and bust my move. Nah, you know what? I'm on. He get to thinking out loud. Man, instead of me having to do that and worry about this and worry about that, I'm just gonna go holler at him real quick, see if he'll just cut me a deal on whatever he got going in before he get it in, and see if he'll just, and I just flip mine like that, you know what I'm saying, that way. He was like, yeah, watch out real quick, Joe T. He thinking out loud. He walked past me, walk out to say, he cuffed the phone, he put the phone in his, boom, he cuffed the phone, he walk out of the cell, I walk out, boom, close the door. I watch him go up, Memphis Mob sitting on the rail. He go up, I see him rapping with Memphis Mob, you know what I'm saying, as I'm coming up the stairs. He tell me, hey, Joe T, come here real quick. He pulled me over. I go over there. I'm on the left side of Memphis Mob. Black James on the right. Of course, Memphis Mob in the middle. He was like, man, so I was just telling Memphis Mob, you know what I'm saying, man, people around here running this business. I said, what you talking about, Black James? He said, man, remember I was just hollering at you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to look out for you, Memphis Mob, you know what I'm saying? So I was asking Joe T, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, but I don't want nobody, you know what I'm saying, not to be putting your business out there, but at the same time, trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that Joe T was just telling me, you know what I'm saying, man, you know, it's some people probably run around here, you know what I'm saying, put your business out there, you know what I'm saying, trying to bust a move, you know what I'm saying, if you trying to help them, you probably need, and I was like, oh, he trying to turn Memphis Mob against whoever, you know what I'm saying. I was like, hey, Black Giant, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I was like, that's that man business, whatever, man. He was like, no, I'm just confirming, because I was just letting him know, look, I'm trying to do some business with you, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? If everybody else in the business, bro, it ain't gonna work, because before you know it, somebody gonna get to hating it, this and that. And Memphis Mob was like, well, why you tell Joe T, you know what I'm saying, about our business? He was like, because I know Joe T be busting moves, and I ain't know if y'all had some business. I wasn't trying to get into business. I'm just trying to see, you know what I'm saying? But what Joe T said, somebody else was bringing, he flipped it, right? He was like, nah, Black Jane, you just said you mentioned the Joe T, but it's a good thing I did, because it's people that you dealing with just run around here trying to middleman, and they already the middleman. Like, that don't even make sense, bro. I'm trying to look out for you. I know Joe T ain't moving like that, but if you and Joe T had some business, I was just gonna be like, look, this is what's going on, because I don't want to get nothing misconstrued, especially with my folk. He was like, what you mean with your folk? Bro, I ain't trying to have no, he was like, bro, this how I'm, Joe T, you can go on and move around. I said, yeah, because I ain't got nothing to do with that. But Memphis Mob say, man, Joe T, I'm gonna come holler at you when I get to rapping with your folk. He said, man, whatever you got to say to Joe T, you can say to me. Because now he trying to wonder if he X'd out of the move, right? You don't want up here, because but people do that in the penitentiary because they want to handcuff the move. So if anything come out and you trying to get closer to a person, you gonna go up there and expose, hey, look, I don't know what you got going on. I'm trying to look out for you, you know what I'm saying? I was down there in the cell, right? So you got them phone for sale right now, right? I ain't got nothing. See, I don't even supposed to know that, do I? Man, I'm down there in the cell. Dude ain't really got his money together. He come down there talking about, look, I can get us a phone, you know what I'm saying, bro, this is what it's gonna cost. You know what I'm saying? You know, sister got them phones and he mess with me, he give me the love ticket. Like, bro, he throwing your name out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I get on up out of the cell. I was like, I'm straight. I move out of the cell. I was like, man, let me go holler real quick. Like, bro, if you ain't trying to have your business out there, bro, you need somebody that can mediate everything for you. Bro, just let me do it for you. I'll tell him it's my phone. That way the police run in on me, bro. I'm good. I'm just out of the way. And I don't even want that much. Like, you just give me a little, I already got my own jack. You know what I'm saying? I already got a phone. You know what I'm saying? Let me just make something off of it. That way you can stay in the cool. Cause, man, these dudes ain't straight. You know, that's how people do in a penitentiary. And this is basically what Black James was trying to do with this situation with Memphis Mob. So our mob out go to the cell. When I walk in the cell, you know what I'm saying? I look out the blind, I look at the violation, I see Black James still talking to him. At that point, I see this right here, which means evidently they must have came to an agreement. Black James come to the cell. Joe T. I said, man, come on in, bro. He stepped in the cell. Man, bless his cell. I said, man, what's up? Man, I ain't mean to do you like that, but look, man, I ain't trying to have everybody in my business, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get what I'm finna get, but what I was seeing down there, he actually went for it, you know what I'm saying? He actually went for it. I told him, look, whatever you got coming in, you know what I'm saying? Your people ain't even gotta meet my people. We can go around that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get me something and hustle. Like, I can do that next time. So I'm finna go on and I'm just gonna go on and get something from it, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. He was like, but what's up? You still trying to get that meal? I was like, yeah. I was like, what you got? He was like, I ain't got no more. I think I got like a quarter of a summer sausage down there. I said, hold on, folks. You got what? I got like a quarter of a summer sausage. Like I'm on a little diet right now, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stretch everything. Just cause I got it don't mean I can just be spending it, right? I said, you got a quarter of a summer sausage. He was like, yeah, I just been cutting it. You know what I'm saying, and putting it on ice, you know what I'm saying? I said, so you just been, he was like, yeah, I don't eat number personal meals. I said, you and your cellar ain't it? Man, my cellar ain't never got nothing, Joe T. When you come down there, you see ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with your cellar. You know, I look on the wall, I see one sack. I see one sack under the bed. I already know that's yours too. Joe T, I already know what's going on. So what's up? What we doing? He was like, I got a quarter of a summer sausage. I got a chili pouch too. You know what I'm saying? So we discussing the meal, what we finna whip up, right? I tell him, man, go on down there and get the summer sausage. And the chili powder. He mob out of the cell. They tell me he got some tortilla shells too. He go down there, he finna go get everything. Memphis Mob come to the cell. Hey, Joe T, bro, let me holler at you. I said, come on in, bro. He step in the cell. Man, bless his cell. Hey, Joe T, man, man, what your folk got going on? I said, man, I don't, like I just said over there, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. He said, look, I respect the penitentiary stuff, you know what I'm saying, everything that going on or whatever. He said, but I do want to know, you know what I'm saying, who put my business out there. Like, somebody came to holler at you for real, Joe T. He was like, and I ain't even, you ain't got to say no name, none of that, you know what I'm saying, because I only done told a handful of people. Looney, my guy, I don't want to put Looney out there, you know what I'm saying, with Memphis Mob, because at the end, like he said, he only done told a handful of people. So you either gonna tell the person, hey, you don't want nobody telling your business. He gonna wonder who it was. I don't know who else Looney done went to besides me. Or you gonna cut back from the person, and then that person gonna start wondering. But eventually, if you fool with the person, you gonna go ahead and tell them why you dialed it back from them. And still, that person might backtrack. I told this person, and might come and ask. So he was like, bro, I was like, yeah. Bro, just go on and be careful. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm putting my bid in at this point too. Penitentiary rules is in effect. Dramatic effect, me please. I was like, yeah, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I was in the cell. You know what I'm saying? And man, somebody came to holler at me. He was like, bro, you ain't even gotta say nothing else. You ain't even gotta say nothing else. Cause you on food number with a handful of people. But Joe T, I ain't finna say it came from you, because if they came to holler at you 9 times out of 10, they want to holler at somebody else. I said, yeah. He was like, but Black Giant, now he trying to see if he could trust me, because evidently Black James going to him, my word is good. My character, step, integrity, step. I ain't got no reason to be lying. I got my own stuff going on. I got my own food. I ain't got no reason to be lying. So when he say that, he was like, man, what's up with your folk? He was like, man, your folk straight? I was like, who? He was like, Black James, man. He was like, I appreciate he came and said what he said. But at the same time, man, I know a slick dude when I see one. Then Annie from Nashville. Where you from, Joe T? Man, you done already basically said you don't trust people from Nashville. Now you want to turn around and add me that because you trying to make sure I ain't from Nashville, because I ain't run with none but dudes that was from Nashville. Everybody I was around was from the city. So I was like, man, I'm from Springfield. He was like, what they said? I said about 30 minutes from Nashville. He was like, so you know some of these dudes. Like, nah, I just met them in here. I was like, but you know, they the closest thing to home. I know people they know people I know. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, but he said he was gonna get the bread or whatever. I just, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to play no game with nobody and be in the middle of nothing, you know what I'm saying, between the guys, you know what I'm saying, because I met with the guys and then Memphis Mob, I ain't trying to put my, I like, nah, brother, I done did some business with brother before, you know what I'm saying, he gonna do what he need to do, you know what I'm saying, after that, let him do whatever. He was like, all right, you bet that. He mob out of the cell. A day or two go by, and just like I say, Looney backtracking everybody he done probably went and hollered at because he trying to get in. Now, if you remember Looney is the brother when they gave me the COS back, I'm down on the bottom of the hill. It was the brother that when I was getting ready to plug out, he was asked, he wanted to get off count, and he was asked what was the difference between getting off count and plugging out. And another brother told him they was the same. So he ended up plugging out, but he asked a 33 for a knife. You don't know what a 33 is, then let me know you ain't been watching my videos. And if you ain't been watching my videos, I advise you to scroll through, because I got over 1,000 videos, and go get some of their history and see what's up with the video. He go ask a 33, which was a white boy who man, listen, he was cool too. He was cool. I got some stories about him too. He was a crip. And he done went and told the folks that basically Luna came and bought the 30, came and bought the 30, my bad. Came and bought the 30, you know what I'm saying, because he was trying to make sure he was straight in case the folks tried to do something to him. So if he repeat that to the folks, which was divide and conquer, he made it look like Luna had came and burned arms against the folks, which led to Luna getting to fighting with the Aryan Nation. He smashed all 3 of them, and then the folks went in and stuck them. They ended up in the back, and then Luna came out again, and then we ended up getting into it on the yard about Luna, because I know he was misled. That like they literally, that's one of the crossouts I can actually say was a real deal crossout. But Luna was a solid brother, you know what I'm saying? Real smart. He was only 12, you know what I'm saying? He knew his literature like the back of his hand, you know what I'm saying? He knew how to hold a POA. He knew how to be a standing member of the AA and all righteous and endeavors to listen to him. He was GD crazy, but he wasn't GD stupid. But he believed in the vision and what it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he was taught and brought up around people who was G's for real on the street. Man, he come to the cell, Joe T. Hey, bro, hey, folk. Man, I need to holler at you, bro. GB the reason, bro. I said, man, come in. He popped his head. Man, folk. Man, bro, I don't know what's what, bro, but man, I know it wasn't you, but bro, one of the folk done went and told Memphis Mob, bro, done went and told, bro, you know what I'm saying, that I guess they try to make it like, bro, I done put, bro, business out there, bro. I only came to holler at you and 2 other, man, bro, I'm finna go in there and swing on one of them folk, bro, because I already know, you know what I'm saying, but one of them done said something, bro, because I know it wasn't you, Joe T. And I'm just looking, and now I'm in the rock, I'm in between the rock and hard play, right? So I could play this too. I could go ahead and admit it and try to put him up on some game, right? I'm like, what exactly happened? So I just went over and hollered at bro. I'm letting him know, look, I'm finna, cause I done got somebody, you know what I'm saying, they want to bust a move, but bro, cross, I'm running it like it's me. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna tell me, nah, that's over with right now. He was like, man, he was like, I'm a little suspicious right now. People been putting my business out there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to have everybody in my business or whatever. So I'm like, who put the business out there? So I'm trying to probe him to tell me who it was, in case I need to go straight somebody, because I ain't trying to move sloppy or whatever. He gonna tell me, bro, you one of them. You know what I'm saying? You one of them, bro. You done went and said, woo. So I flip it and I say this right here. I said, bro, your mistake is, bro, if you did go and tell multiple people, if don't nobody say nothing, if he don't tell you who it was, then what? Man, bro, like I said, I know it wasn't you. It's only a few other people. I said, even if you go find, because I don't want to do my guy like it. I said, even if you find out who it is, I'm like, bro, even if you find out who it is, you got to be mindful of, you did bring this on yourself. He young and hot-headed and not knowing I'm the one who basically done betrayed him at the time, because I'm trying to do what if an opportunity comes, I need to be the most trusted person in this conversation at the end of the day. He say, bro, hold on, bro, what you mean, bro? Because I only went and hollered at the guys that I know, you know what I'm saying, and then one other person, you know what I'm saying, they're from the town. I said, I need you to hear me out. I said, in the penitentiary, at the end of the day, whatever was brought to you because you trying to hustle, you trying to, you know what I'm saying, and to get your hands in, you possibly done put what somebody else got going on in jeopardy. He do that. Right. But, bro, we in the penitentiary. Who gonna play them type of games in the penitentiary? I know ain't none of them. And dude, like, why even do that? Like, bro, I don't even understand. I said, bro, regardless, I said, even though you went and hollered at the folk, it don't mean that the folks now knowing do business won't try to go holler at somebody else. I said this is what happened in the penitentiary. Bruh bust a move, you will get your cut, boom, and you will break off the folks or whoever else, right? What'll happen is they'll probably be standing with somebody else who didn't bust a move that you might have mentioned it to, and when everybody moving and grooving, somebody'll be like, man, I wonder who got it in here. They'll be like, man, I heard your folk them got such and such. They might be mad and be like, nah, he getting that from such and such, bro. You probably get a better off price if you go over there, because I know that's where he getting it from. And then before you know it, everybody putting the heat head. I feel that, Joe T. I feel that. He was like, but bro, I just feel like, bro, the people I want to holler at, bro, like that shouldn't even happen, bro. I feel like they trying to get me out the way so they can get in. In my mind, I was like, yeah, I did do it to you, you know, penitentiary lesson right here. Penitentiary lesson right here. So, Memphis Mob ended up busting the move. Keep in mind, a memo done came out about the drugs. I know 1030 getting high at the time, Jigga Hoover get high, of course. Black James getting high, and several Machiavelli get high, and several brothers who getting high in our pod at the time. You know what I'm saying? Me, Tono, Youngster, might have been the only ones who wasn't getting high, and then P Gates was getting high. I got more stories about P Gates was getting high. It was just so many brothers that was getting high, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was clicked up, so they all getting high together, right? So what happened? He gets some coke in. He got the coke cut with baby laxative, from my understanding, because I ain't never cut that white girl Christina Aguilera with that. We were using something else. But he get it in. He got his own separate, but then he got the rest cut that he done dished out to people he done made deals with that done spent their money up front, not basically paying a penitentiary price, but paying a penitentiary price that was more decent because they paid before he got in, which helped him buy more and he keeping. So when he get the bond, he get to him, and I'm guessing when you snort, you really, whatever it is, I'm guessing you can't taste it, right? So he done served 2 or 3 of the brothers. It done messed their stomach. It done messed their stomach up. So Black Jane come to my cell, come to holler at me, and he would ask, he was like, man, if you know anybody trying to get, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And at that time, white boy Ricky came to holler at me because he heard some coke had hit, and I done said, I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got nothing to do, man. I ain't got no coke. So I was like, let me holler at my guy real quick. He was like, yeah, holler at him, let me know. So I stepped out the cell, I holler at white boy Rick. Hey, white boy Rick, come holler at me real quick. He come up and say, hey, Joe T, what's going on? I said, man, what you was asking me about? He said, oh yeah, who's got it? I got 100 right now. I said, man, go down there and holler at Black Jane. So he go down there and holler at Black Jane. I watched to see where white boy Rick going. He going 2 different cells. He come out of the cell, he come up to me, he was like, my boy say that's some good stuff. He said, man, that's some good stuff right there. Now 9 times 10, white boy Rick done hit it too. he ain't telling me though. So white boy Rick, I guess that when we locked down, he having to use the bathroom. His partner had to use the bathroom. And the folks who Black Jane done gave that to had to use the bathroom, and Black Jane using the bathroom. White boy Rick come up to holler when the doors pop. White boy Rick coming to holler at me. I see Black Jane going towards Memphis Mob cell. So when he going towards Memphis Mob cell, white boy Rick coming to me, and the folks going toward they finna go down and holler at Black Jane. He in Memphis Mob cell. So we step in the cell. He said, man, hey Joe T, man, they might have had that cut with something, Joe T. I know good coke. Like, I could tell it was some good coke. It was some of that glass, but Joe T, I think they had something in that coke. My stomach's been hurting all count. His partner come out yelling his name. He, hold on, Joe T. He step out of the cell. Man, I'm up here. Give me 1 second. He was like, man, come out. He was like, well, just come up here and holler at me. He come upstairs. They standing out. I said, man, you can tell him come in the cell. They step in the cell. He's, man, bless his cell. What's going on, Joe T? He was like, man, I ain't doing it. He said, man, I ain't doing that. I'm just chilling. My partner said he said he got a stomach issue right now. I'm being funny. He said, man, that's what I was coming to holler at you about. He was like, man, where'd you get that from, man? He was like, man, I think it's got some kind of cut in it. He was like, man, I was sitting on the toilet almost all count. White boy Rick said, oh, your stomach was hurting too? He was like, yeah, man, that's what I was finna come and ask you, man. I couldn't even do all the rest of that, man. I was gonna see if I can get that back and get something different, man, or get my money back. Bro, I ain't trying to. He was like, man, Joe T, he was like, man, your folks, he was like, man, I think you need to holler at your folks, man, and see what he's got going on, because, man, it's got people's stomach hurting. So I was like, man, let me go see what's up. I come out of the cell. Black, you can hear it, boom, 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 boom. And both of them big. Folk them coming up the stairs, they were like, man, Black Jane and Memphis Miles said, and they sound like they into it. At this point, you can hear them yelling, right? So we, Hunchy come up the stairs. Hunchy hooping. Now, if I ain't lying, man, you know what I'm saying, God rest his soul, I think Hunchy ended up passing away from an overdose before he even got out of the penitentiary. If you know Hunchy, I don't know how he got into Memphis Miles, because from my understanding, I thought Hunchy was from Nashville, but Hunchy ended up Memphis Miles. So we going up the stairs, you know what I'm saying, and Luna ended up I think Luna ended up turning Memphis Miles when he got to another penitentiary. But anyway, we go upstairs, we boom, 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 boom. And you hear Black Jane like, we good, folks, we good, bro. We handling like men. He was like, nah, you need to come on up out my cell, man. It's over with. So they end up popping the door, and of course we going in there. It's an issue. So we go in the cell. Black James don't want to say what it is because the memo done came out. Folk them in here, so it's kind of weird. We're going to, man, bless it, say, Hunter say, man, what's up, what's going on? He was like, man, nothing, just a business. Just a Black Giant said, man, it's some business right now, man, and they ain't got nothing to do with y'all. We handling this as men, you know what I'm saying? We just had a disagreement with something, but we finna straighten this out. Memphis Miles say, he want his money back. I ain't getting his money back for nothing. I don't know if Memphis Miles know about the memo. He probably do. He cool with Luna. I don't know. So I'm not knowing, not only did Looney holler at me, he also hollered at Black James, which put him on to the move. Looney ain't tell me the whole conversation. So Looney done let it be known to Memphis Miles that a memo done came out. So in this argument, Black James don't know. He got the upper hand to say he ain't paying you because if the issue come out and that is your stomach hurting, then we gonna know you done did some coke. Now, at this point, the brothers who in there ain't said that they done did the coke and that they coming to look for Black James to see what's up with the coke. But right now, they trying to, Black James is trying not to let it be, because I'm in here and then it's another brother here that ain't on coke. so Memphis Miles like, man, the man want his money back, man, talking about the dope wasn't good, man, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He was like, Black James like, now, all I'm saying is my people saying that the dope ain't no good. Memphis Miles say, who your people is? Memphis Miles say, who your people is? He was like, man, I ain't finna tell you who I done sold it to, but them folk came and hollered at me, you know what I'm saying, and they telling me the whole time, it ain't nobody. It's him. His stomach hurting during count. He don't use it. You ain't even want to holler at nobody. He was like, man, my people done called me and said that this, and that, and man, they said they trying to get their money back. I'm coming over and holler at you to see what's going on with the dope. Like, I still got the dope right here, or whatever. So I was like, man, Black Jane, I was like, bro, let me holler at you outside the cell. He was like, man, nah, bro, I'm finna handle my business with dude real quick. So I step out the cell with the folk. I saw folk them go down there. We come out of the cell. I said, bro, what y'all was going to Black James cell for when the door popped? He was like, man, I was just finna go down there and holler at him real quick to see what he had going on. Now, either you done got some coke from him, or you was finna go down there and buy some coke. He done called you like or whatever he said he got going on. But I can see in their faces, they trying not to let me know what's going on. So I was like, you know what, that's cool. I'll walk out. When I walk out, my boy, white boy Rick, I'm almost in the cell. Black Jane come out of the cell. White boy Rick say, "Hey man, hey, whatever you got, man, ain't no good, man. Hey man, I'm trying to see what's up, man, get my people straight, man." At that point, I'm watching the other two folk. They turn around and they kind of like, boom, boom. Black Jane done grab one of them. They kind of walking. Memphis Ma come out of the cell. Memphis Ma come out of the cell. Looney come out from another cell. Memphis Ma, while he tell Looney, he was like, "Hey, come here real quick, come here." So when he walking, I step back out of the cell on the rail. Memphis Ma post up beside me. He said, "Man, Joe T, I ain't getting the man the money back. The man trying to say that the coke was no good. Talking about his stomach was hurting." I said, who said that? Man, that's what he come in his head trying to argue me about. Talking about the dope ain't no good. Talking about he trying to, I guess because he done it. And then when y'all came in, he trying to act like he ain't say he did the dope. Man, I already know what's going on. Looney stand right there. He was like, hey, Looney, bro, I ain't got nothing against you or nothing. But like you said, bro, a memo done, he put Looney on blast in front of me. Then Looney done said something about the memo. So Looney like, dang, bro, you doing it like that? Man, I'm just saying, bro, your folk them done came to holler at me talking about they trying to get some money back. And then they ain't trying to expose nothing because they don't supposed to be doing no dope. And I ain't trying to put nobody in nothing. I'm just saying, I ain't getting no money back, bro. Like that, ain't nothing wrong with the dope. Ain't nothing never been wrong with the dope. And then, you know what I'm saying? So as we talking, I'm like, dang, he just sit there and expose Looney. I'm wondering if he finna expose that I done said, you know what I'm saying? Cause we all done been talking behind each other back, right? And he was like, yeah, man, cause when Joe T came to holler at me, I said, what? I said, I said, bro, I said, bro, that's why I was saying, bro, when you came to holler at me to see if bro do good business, all I said was, bro, do good business. Looney said, why you tell Memphis Ma Black Jane do good business? I said, because whatever they had, he said, little bro, he said, me and bro, I already had something going on. Looney said, oh, so it was him. It was him that Looney strike out to go down there where Black James at. Memphis Ma say, hold on, bro, hold on. He was like, see, that's why I don't like, I be trying to watch out for bro. So I had it. He was like, bro, I ain't even tell him that it was you who told me. I said, man, he finna go down there. He thinking Black Jane done cut him out because he done said something to Black Jane. Black Jane know that that's probably why he brought up her, because he done said, I said, man, let me go down here. He said, yeah, bro. He said, bro, I'm just trying to let you know, bro, I ain't finna give him his money back. It wasn't number $150. Like he acting like he gave me $150, Joe T. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting $4.5 grand. Bro, I ain't give him, like, I gave him a good price. He could still make his money back. He can come and spend it, but I ain't finna give him no $150 back, Joe T. Come on. If I would have got that in a penitentiary, I said there was a Memphis Ma playing divide and conquer. He take care of business. But at this point, you ain't gonna put me in it. So I fly down here to where Black James and Looney at. I heard them arguing in the cell. I walk in, man, Blessing said, hold on, bro, TP, folk. No, Joe T, because I already know, bro, ain't something. I'm looking at Black James. Black James ain't exposed me yet. Black James ain't said nothing. He said, man, Joe T, man, get him up out of here, bro, because I ain't got time right now. My stomach hurt, bro. I'm finna get my money back. Whatever. Man, I ain't trying to deal with the young brother. I'm telling the brother, I ain't did nothing. I ain't said nothing about him, Joe T. I ain't care what he got going. He say, but bro, I came down here and hollered at you, and then why you going to holler at dude after I done told you, you know what I'm saying, that's who I'm finna bust a move through, bro. I could have did all that, whatever. He was like, bro, that's why I hope he hit you with the baby laxative. Now, he done threw that out there. I said, everybody getting exposed but me right now. I said, we got to figure this out. Black Giant said, what you mean? I just sit there and told Looney earlier, don't be saying the stuff that you be saying, because these people, look, don't be doing that. If y'all ready for part 2, I'm going to put a piece of it up, but the rest of it is going to be in the membership.